Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 7, want to present our project, which is the title is KSL Holdings Berhad. Before that, let me introduce our group members. Firstly, my name is Syazwani binti Muhammad Saleh, and my group members' name is Thankyou Farah Bushra binti Thankyou Nakzion and Abdul Latif bin Muhammad Riza.
First, for the introduction, Ko Cheng Hai is the founder of KSL Holdings Berhad. The company was incorporated on 17 April 2000. KSL Holdings Berhad has been operating in Johor for over 30 years and is one of the largest property developer in the state. KSL Holdings Berhad is a holding company for investment. The company develops property through its subsidiaries and manages the whole department process from land purchasing to final property inspection. Property development, property management, and property investing are the company's main business. We use data on property investment price each day over a year. The ability to forecast data is vital since it allows us to decide whether to invest in their firm. The firm, on the other hand, may make business judgment and develop strategies to increase profits. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic is sweeping the world, the company must act quickly to deal with the situation and avoid declaring bankruptcy. Next, for research objective, our first objective is to study the pattern of underlying structure of the net development expenditure of the company. This will help to learn the relationship between cost and volume. It is also called a cost structure. With this, it can provide a tool for forecasting costs at different volume level. Next, our second objective is to determine the most suitable model to fit the data series for KSL Holdings Berhad. From the analysis and result we obtain, we want to know the appropriate model that fits best for the data series. Lastly, our third objective is to forecast values for net development expenditure. For the data description, this is the actual data that we obtain, and the graph is the close price of KSL Holdings Berhad. As we can see, the trend line for this graph using a linear equation is an upward trend. On 19 October 2020, the open price was 505 cents. Meanwhile, their close price was 50 cents, with a decrease of 0.005 cents. The close price shows an increasing pattern until 20 November 2020 because of the potential development of a vaccine manufacturing plant in Johor. In a 5-month period, on 15 March 2021, KSL Holdings Berhad reached their peak time with an open price was 76 cents and their close price was 745 cents, but still with a decrease of 0.15 cents. They reached their peak time because the National Science Council has agreed to develop a national vaccine development roadmap, and it is expected to be ready by the second quarter of 2021. On 18 October 2021, KSL Holdings Berhad open price was 64 cents. Meanwhile, their close price was 685 cents, with an increase of 0.45 cents.
Now we go to the method of analysis. There are many general classification of single variable model, which is knife model, method of average, and exponential smoothing. In our project, we are choose 4 model. That is knife forecast, knife with trend forecast, single exponential smoothing, and Hodge method. Now we go to one by one. Now we go to the knife forecast. This model believe that what happened today will happen again tomorrow or any other time in futures. And this model will work best when the actual historical data series contain no discernible pattern. That is a benchmark model, and the general equation is FTM equal to YT, where the FTM is the forecast for M step ahead made at period T, and YT is the actual value in period T. Now we go to the knife with trend forecast. This model implies that all future forecasts can be set equal to actual observed value in the most recent time period. And if the YT in the forecast greater than YT minus 1, then the trend is conversely upward. While if the YT is less than YT minus 1, then the trend is conversely downward. And the general equation for this forecast is Ft plus 1 equal to Yt multiplied by Yt over Yt minus 1, where Ft plus 1 is one step ahead forecast, while for Yt is actual value for period T, while for Yt minus 1 is one step back forecast. Now, we go to the single exponential smoothing. In this model, it just uses one parameter, smoothing constant, which is alpha, and fitted value, and also a forecast. And the advantage of this method over moving average is it takes into account the most recent forecast. And the general equation for this single exponential smoothing is Ftm equal to alpha Yt plus 1 minus alpha Ft, where while alpha is the unknown smoothing constant to be determined with value that lying between 0 and 1, while for Yt is the actual value in period T, and Ft is the forecast value for period T. Last but not least, the model that we choose is Hodge method, and it also we call as Hodge 2 parameter, and it is frequently used to handle data that with a linear trend. And it not only smooth at the trend and slope directly, but it provide more flexibility in selecting rate at which the trend and slope are tracked. And the equation for exponential smooth is St equal to alpha Yt plus 1 minus alpha multiplied by St minus 1 plus T minus 1. Then, the equation for trend estimation is Tt equals to beta multiplied by St minus 1 plus 1 minus beta multiplied by T minus 1. Then, the last equation is forecast, which is Ft plus m equal to St plus Tt multiplied by m, where alpha and beta are the parameter that determine the value in between 0 and 1.
Now, we move to the components of the behavior pattern. It has 4 components. First, trend. The close price of KSL Holdings Berhad showing a linear uptrend since the graph showed an upward movement. Second, seasonal. Seasonal variation are not identifiable in annual data series, so seasonal does not exist in the data because it is not characterized regular fluctuation occurring within a specific time of period. Third, cyclical. Cyclical cannot be identified since the data obtained are less than 5 years period. Last, irregular. Irregular also does not exist in the data since nothing happens in the time frame, so we cannot predict what will happen next. For estimation, the date used is from 19 October 2020 until 16 July 2021, while for evaluation, the date used is from 19 July 2020 until 18 October 2021. The forecast value for NAI forecast is 0.685. MSE estimation for 184 data is 0.000219393, while MSE evaluation for the remaining 62 data is 0.000082661. The purpose of MSE is to measure the average of the squares of errors. MAPE estimation for 185 data is 2.060027, while MAPE evaluation for the remaining 62 data is 1.010486. And the purpose of MAPE is to measure the prediction accuracy for forecasting. Naif with trend required two values, which is YT and YT minus 1. So, by fitting this model type will result in the loss of the first two observations in the series, and the fitted value will start at 21st October 2020. The forecast value for this model is 0.716374. Since the fitted value has changed, the MSE estimation and MSE evaluation became 0.001813005 and 0.000163001 respectively, while the MAPE estimation and MAPE evaluation became 3.480858 and 1.582838 respectively. We chose to do single exponential smoothing using solver, where it requires the Excel to determine the best value of alpha. Since we put alpha at I9, so we substitute the alpha with I9 first to calculate the fitted value. The forecast value for this model is 0.680523. For us to get minimum value of MSE evaluation, the best alpha value is 0.8605483. In the end, the MSE estimation and MSE evaluation obtained are 0.000210504 and 0.00008189. Holt's method is called Holt's two-parameter method, which is alpha and beta. Excel will be used to find the best value of alpha and beta. We substitute K9 into alpha in SE and K10 into beta in TT. In the end, the fitted value that we obtain is 0.680433. So, in order for us to get the minimum value of MSE evaluation, the best alpha value and beta value are 0.84195405 and 0.00468383 respectively, where it satisfies the condition that alpha and beta are ranged from 0 to 1. MSE estimation became 0.000021641 and MSE evaluation became 0.000081314. The figure above shows a comparison of MSE estimation, MSE evaluation, MAPE estimation, and MAPE evaluation between the four methods we chose, namely knife forecast, knife with trend forecast, single exponential smoothing, and Holt's method, to make it easier for us to choose the best model. A good forecast model is one of good forecast values, so error measure is used to differentiate between poor forecast and a good forecast model. Error measure that we use are MSE and MAPE. As a conclusion, the first objective has been achieved since its pattern in net development has been shown in the analysis. The suitable model to fit in the data series is Holt's method, since it has the smallest value in MSE evaluation, which is 0.0000813. The forecast value also has shown in the analysis.